Yeah. It's just been the EG recipe throughout the tournament.
It's given Virtus.pro a little bit to think, because they're obviously thinking, okay, so who plays what where?
Kind of seemed to me like Ramsey's face was like, I wanted to pick that.
And there's the Terrorblade. You just have to go with it, because right now you have very little tower hitters through your first 4 picks. You're almost locked into picking the Terrorblade at that point.
Versus the Gyrocopter. Oh boy. Actually with the Avalanche. Crit needs more distance. One more attack. Miss uphill the south. And he misses up the hill. The tether back down again. Solo will at least be able to take the bounty room, but you may lose your life for it. Samael's on the chase. Solo looking towards the Ancient Black Dragons. They're trying to balance out the attacks, and it will be Samael. Oh, if they can bait him into initiating, Roger's still hanging in the tree line. And now Misery. Well, there it is. The Burrow Strike initiation. Crit ready to come over. Misery is the one being tethered. They'll pick up the on-ramp that gets the AoE's done. Back into Roger. Pasha will fall. Roger, he's got Sandstorm to hide it. Anyone bring detection? I'm afraid not. The Burrow Strike in. Roger kills off Crit. It will be a tit for tat. Solo's also teamed up towards the top lane. Brainsap already being committed, so Misery low and hiding in the fog of war. Oh, you leave him alone, and Samael's probably going to die. That's Metamorphosis up, and Ramses wants to slow him down. Here comes Roger. Burrow Strike level 2 has the range to close this distance on Samael. A quick avalanche into the trees. He's got stick charges as well as a TP, but he doesn't have life to survive long enough. Win Samael. Okay, that was a bit of mistiming. Burrow Strike happening at the same time as the Nightmare. They just toss Roger back over. Crit wants to give him the extra life to get Samael back to the tier 1. It will not happen.
An extra bit of pop damage from the Sand King, just enough to be able to finish him off. They used Metamorphosis for this as well, so, ooh, Crit!
He needs something to jump to. No, he's got help. Actually, no, maybe he's dead! He was healing as quick as he possibly could. Arteezy came at the right place, right time, but now Call Down is there. Medusa wants to fight. He can't kill off Roger. Not in time. Ramses will get the double kill. And the supports from EG are probably the ones struggling the most. Both sitting at about 1,300 experience, 1,300 gold, and Fear, he's the man that tries to stay alive on the top. Guardian Angel is out, Fear's enraged is the thing that's protecting him. There's hardly any damage they can connect, but you just can't run away. As everyone's grouped up, Roger's looking for the Burrow Strike around the back. He's got the help from the Omni Knight, and what a big Burrow Strike catching to Samael's Avalanche. Tries to create some space. Crit, Nightmare up, 10 stick charges are available, but the Fiend's Grip holding Samael in position. They toss him deeper onto the tier 2 tower, but it's okay when VP are in such force
that we've been talking about.
This was a nice room for Arteezy to find a double damage, so even though they lose the tier 1 tower on bottom, oh yeah, that's problematic. Here comes your tether. Fear after no one, but Pasha once again, that help out. The cooldown's going to be right on top of him. Crit needs more life to survive this. He doesn't have it. No one will bring him down, but Ramsey's so low. Arteezy turns on the Stone Gaze, and Virtus.pro caught like sticks in the mud. TPs are on the way. Roger.
He's already setting up for this.
Here comes your epicenter. Look for the Burrow Strike. Fear doesn't get the enrage off in time. He now will pop it, or will he? Holding it for the moment. There's the enrage. Magic Missile coming in behind him, but the relocate save. All the way back to base, but that homing missile will keep following him across the map, so they know when he comes back.
Arteezy was thinking about positioning himself to be able to give the Wisp the tether.
Yeah. Roger gonna walk right into the back of Fear, and he blink Burrow Strikes forward. Samael blinked the wrong direction, trying to be the initiator. Avalanche onto Solo, but here comes your cooldown. Solo gets so much more life back from the Brain Sap and the one charges. They can't even kill him. Fear and Samael, they're so low, and the Fiend's Grip. Fear can't go anywhere. 2 big calls from EG will go down. Misery will join them in the afterlife. And Virtus.pro are starting to roll over EG. The kill count's looking good. The only thing which is really the upside for Evil Geniuses is the amount of space that Arteezy has managed to claim.
Completely outplayed. Roger even does that extra move. Oh no, Crit.
He just thought he could farm the mid lane, but Ramses was there waiting for him, and the Observers and Sentries are down, and it looks like EG are not aware. They're going to smoke up themselves, but who do they fight? The Sandstorming SK is the only thing they've really got to reveal. Now they find the Bane. Avalanche toss. They get the burst combination on him, but then the Burrow Strike on the other side. Fear and Arteezy, they want to get into this mess, but VP have just Delta split out. They still have that Aegis, the Immortal Raider fight on the back of no one, and Arteezy Stonegaze is gone. Epicenter, nice, the double Burrow Strike, catching Misery too. This will be a triple kill for Ramses, and maybe even an Ultra. Samael will fall. Ramses takes the Ultra kill. EG dead for so long without buybacks. Sentries as well, no one comes in close. Samael The big jump, he went right into the middle of Virtus Pro, but he's so far away from the rest of his team that BKB cannot protect him. And Solo, the nightmare, it's on Arteezy. Crit needs to save him, and there it is, the relocate out just in time. Crit will have to sacrifice himself for Arteezy once more.
I mean, they were fully committed to all these items, so they mess up one team fight, no buybacks, and that's free high ground for Virtus Pro.
Crit tries to protect himself with the Ghost Scepter. He's at least wasting time at Virtus Pro, so they can't just push in straight away. But Terrorblade moving towards the north, and Misery needs to try and slow him down as best he can, but he can't survive it. There's just so much damage. And Arteezy, the Fiend's grip is up. Misery needs help out, but the Barre strike! Roger catches both of them down. Evil Genius is in a world of hurt. Don't give up, never surrender, but EG, they'll surrender. Evil Geniuses have been completely wiped in their base as Virtus Pro take game 1 of this best of 3. Woo!
Virtus Pro just looked amazing. I think they played such a clean game. I think their draft was really on point.
Yeah, this VP draft looks really good.
Yeah, that's, man, this is a draft where they get their homework, and it is going to be the Luna. All right.
No one's actually burning through his last consumables as well after Fear was getting a little bit more aggressive on him. Should also flag the fact that, like, okay, top lane, trouble as Crit. Well, he's far enough away, so Mel's going to give him the distance to tether over. The Axe will fly, but the damage is still there from Virtus Pro to get not only 1, but potentially 2 kills chasing down Samael, but there's no extra control on him. The body block from Roger. Okay, I take it back. Maybe there is some extra control. He can stick charge and go for another ensnare. He's got Maledict, but yep, in comes Crit. Looks to return and keep the fight going. Paralyzing Cask, the biggest problem for a tethered target. And Ramses, the double range axes. Samael and Crit are in trouble. They're trying to kill off Solo, but that won't work. Samael will pop to the Maledict. And Virtus Pro. Wow. So they want to try and close the distance if possible onto Fear. Supports there as well. 4 heroes from Virtus Pro converging on Fear. He's underneath the tower. Spirit Cypher needs to begin. He needs more life. With the Fairy Fire, Fear will die under the tower. Solo's Maledict tick once again kicking in.
Remember when they went for that dive at the behind the tier 1 off lane? They did something very similar here where they knew it's a tough kill. So they have to bring the extra heroes. I'm loving the fact that Pasha is willing to make these rotations.
Oh, top lane, the ensnare is out. A little bit of troubles for Crit. Tethered down towards Misery, who TP'd in to help out. With a concussive shot, Roger will be slowed up, but Ramsey's still ready to fight. 9-1 charges for him, so a lot of mana to still regenerate up. Misery is going to be his primary target to begin with. Roger, still a lot of life available. Crit can't keep him alive. He's salving up inside the tree. Samael wants to go for Roger. He's got access up in a couple of seconds. Roger, so low on life. He's still got the 1 charge. Just turns back in for a quick Riptide, enabling Ramses to now focus on Crit. The Cask and the ensnare. They help Misery in position, but it's still a bit more of a tit for tat with a 2-for-1 trade-off. Now a 2-for-2. Ramses needs to get back to the tower. Samael needs more damage with the whirling axes. He gets hit with a 60% miss chance. Doesn't connect over on Ramses, and Roger will come back to the top lane to try and stabilize things.
Roger's such a beast. He pops that healing salve and goes back in with the Riptide. It wasn't the engagement that VP thought.
They're going again. Ensnare, they want to focus on the Crit. Roger, he's so low, but then again, the Cast, they just can't move away. This is why they banned Witch Doctor in game 1. He's so effective in game 2. Samael standing his ground to try and fight up against Ramses. The whirling axes go again, but now it's Solo with a double kill. Misery looking for the revenge onto Ramses. One more attack will do it. Roger is low. Where's the extra TP support coming again? I think the problem is not actually the death timers, it's the cooldowns on the TPs. Now you bring in more help, but Skyreps is already gone. Solo now claiming his 6th kill out of the 9 of Virtus Pro.
Well, we saw the opening with that MVP vote. Solo's taking a good argument right now, being 6-1 and 3 in a Witch Doctor at 6.5 minutes in. He's been the beneficiary most of these team fights. He's just been kind of last one targeted so many times.
Again.
Great
Maledict
positioning again.
Cast once more, and of course there's the creep wave perfectly there to bounce it to. Samael taking so much damage. It's a level 2 Maledict. Samael wants to be careful with the axes flying forward. He connects onto Ramses, and he's the primary target. Crip will give him the life they require, but Solo, he'll give him the offering that's needed. Or do they? Roger's back in the fight once more, so Solo will end up dying, but he got the paralyzing Cask off, holding Crip in position. It's still a huge kill for Samael to get. That was the killing spree that they are able to end. This top lane is just not letting up.
It's bananas.
Is that why Fear's now rotating in? Oh, Roger potentially trapped. Ramses is so low, but Fear, he's got the Exorcism available. He'll come in through the rear, Exorcism off. They want Ramses. The Crypt Swarm, does he want to commit it? He'll have to, into the trees. Ramses ticking down. They need more damage, and it's coming in the form of the Viper. No one under the tower. Chris trying to keep Samel alive a little bit longer to buy more and more space for Fear. The creep wave was soaking up a large amount of the damage from the Exorcism, but at least Misery could get Solo over in the tree line. The heals are there from Pasha, and now Death Prophet, he almost wants his Exorcism to end so he can get a little bit more life back into him. He'll need it to survive. Pasha so low! Went down to 33 HP.
Looking for the kill on Arteezy.
Fierce nearby though. Can he actually help out? And now Exorcism, they try and create some space. Luna turns for one quick blast. The one charge just gave her enough life. That one more attack is not enough to tick. Actually, yes it is. Arteezy will tick out. Fear wants to keep getting a little bit more aggressive with his Exorcism. No one now repelled up. There is a level of protection, but the purification and no one's never-ending damage.
Nor does he have that that urn that we were talking about earlier.
He needs the ability to jump out or get some mail out. Skywrath Mage gets picked off down near the bottom rune, and it'll be Crit to die up on the top, as well as potentially Samel. The level 1 Necrobook's trying to go to work here for Samel, able to do a good job. The Roger will fall. Ramsey's still on the run. Support's rotating in. A nice lucent beam. Catching out Solo. The Necrobooks are doing the work once again. Solo. One more attack will do it. The axes fly, and Samel will clip him. But can he get out of this one? TP not available for the Beastmaster just yet. So Samel will fall to Ramses.
Once the song is gone, I pop BKB and I have some survivability.
Arteezy's got to get the hell out of here right now. He doesn't have the Mana Style charges available. No one chase him into the tree line.
The
Song of the Siren is on the max range. It will get him. And the relocate. Beastmaster's come in. You've got Misery in the back lines, making it difficult for Sol to get that paralyzing cast off. But now the Roar, but the damage is coming thick and fast for Virtus Pro. Samel running to the north, but only running towards his death. Misery and Fear bailing out. Arteezy. Oh, he just walked out underneath the Observe Ward. No Mana Style again. Roger, here comes the Ensnare. Crit doesn't have Relocate available. Ensnare took a little bit longer, and Crit just wants to keep him up. Hasn't taken enough damage, and now it's just Solo. Commit the ultimate, but it's Ramses for the double kill.
You do not beat a troll in this push.
Yeah, they really do not. That's why they just send everyone else in. Luna by back. Fear blinks into the middle of the fight. Starts with the Exorcism and Spirit Siphon, trying to force them all away. Virtus Pro, but they just tank it up. Now the defensive Fuel Scepter goes to work. Misery's so low, he doesn't even have the mana for the ultimate, and the Meteor Hammer just locked down Fear. He couldn't get away. Up on top, Samel has taken the tier 3 tower. Virtus Pro are TPing up, trying to kill him off. The TP successful. Beastmaster, no hit. And that means Virtus Pro are on the run without their big cause. Arteezy, no! The song! This is the real nightmare for him. The Song of the Siren will wear off in half a second time. Solo's turning around. He's got the Paralyzing Cask. Maledict is available. Crit just needs to keep him alive. They need to turn and fight Samel into the front lines. Maybe they have the opportunity now to go over towards Solo, keeping on his tail. Pasha nearby. He has Purification available. He can give himself a little bit more life to survive. He can't help Solo. It looks like he can't even help himself. Witch Doctor already went inside the pit. They know Roshan's alive, but then again, they're killing her so quickly. Ramses jumps out for the rune. Misery is just playing distraction. They don't get there in time. Aegis is onto Arteezy. VP, they're still going in to try and fight this one. The BKB is off cooldown for Ramses, but then again, he's roared. He never got it off. The Eclipse of the physical damage. It's huge for Arteezy. Standing the ground. Virtus Pro, they've lost 3, they've lost 4. And Roger still on the run. Arteezy wants to try and catch up to him, or maybe they don't. Maybe they just go straight up the mid on the back of the Exorcism. Fear, he's blinking forward. He's got a Yule Scepter. They relocate. They want them all dead, and they're gonna get him. Potential denial from the Prowler. No, it won't. There it is. The Gem of True Sight is into the hands of EG as Virtus Pro are pushing up the daisies for a little bit, but it doesn't matter when Arteezy has the Glaive Bounce. If you want to come in close, you'll take so much damage. Regeneration, running low for Crit. Can't really help out Arteezy, but that's why he's got the Aegis of the Immortal. Song of the Siren is here as Luna just waits. She actually ate the cheese, and it's in the wrong place at the wrong time on the wrong side of the battle. Io will die as well. He cannot save him, and it looks like Arteezy will die twice over. Nothing will prevent this.
Because the way the Roshan engagement went, there's no Aghanim Scepter from the Omni Knight, and this is a key time for EG.
Liquid Sphere's going to protect him, but then he gets forced up the hill. He goes right in the middle of the fight. The GA, here's your protection. Song of the Siren is out, so BKB targets being isolated while VP fight underneath their shrine. Now Fear brings back in the Exorcism. The BKB's a Gone for Virtus Pro, and so is their life. Arteezy, this mana styles out. They have all the damage in the world, and this could be it for Virtus Pro.
No buybacks,
4
it's
heroes
over.
down, 5 heroes down. GG, we're going to a third.
What a crazy game two. On engagement, it just became anybody's game. Once you're forced into that high ground defense, and then in turn the Luna had to buy back as well.
Whatever. Give me whatever. I don't care.
There it is, Beastmaster,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Just playing it safe.
I mean, this is EG.
They keep the retreat on. Nightmare just trying to get Arteezy into a better position to attack, but the Riptide, it does so much damage. Arteezy's low, 6-1 charges are available. He'll burn them all. Pasha looking for the damage, but it's Roger who gets the first blood, and Pasha wants to keep the pressure up. Misery is forced to retreat, and it really seemed like, I don't know if that was a bait from Arteezy, dropping down low to force the fight, but it works out the way of Virtus Pro.
Very well played by Pasha. First of all, getting the level 2 in Scorched Earth rather than the extra damage from Infernal Blade was big there for him surviving, and also the way he kited Arteezy was fantastic.
They're going top. Spirit Siphon onto Sumail. He'll turn around and try and fight with the help of Crit. Sumail has 11-1 charges, so he'll have more mana, so he can throw the axes out, cut the trees out, so Solo, no juking available for him, but Ramses, so much damage. Sumail will go down and Crit. He'll Spirit. The top lane rotation, Solo comes from behind, puts the wall down. Sumail's the primary target of Ramses. He does not want to let this Beastmaster have a good game, but Crit will put them to sleep. Oh wait, Solo's got Glimpse! He actually has the level 1 Glimpse, he got the range for it! It'll end up being a 1-1 trade-off. Maybe Crit can kill off Ramses, of course he can! It's a bloody ET! Oh boy. Knowing the Bane is there. Roger and Pasha, they knew they could start fighting. Still a couple of 1 charges available, 1 more hit, they'll go underneath the tower. Arteezy doesn't have the distance. The 2 points up in Scorched Earth. Not a lot of man to work with either. Now top lane, Death Prophet triggers off the Exorcism. Sumail just had to run back out. This Crit won't be so lucky. 10 stick charges. He'll go up into the trees. No TP scroll on him, so he'll just keep running north. They need the vision, and Solo, Kinetic Field will give him exactly that. Crit has to stand his ground, and he knows he's dead. Will get the kill on Pasha. Support, it did rotate in, so now it's Misery onto Roger, and with the extra assistance of Ramses, Misery is dead on the wrong side of the tracks. He cannot outrun this.
That felt a little silly. Him popping the Soul Ring there. As a result, the Spirit just insta-kills him. Whereas I think otherwise he would have survived. Oh, top lane, they're just going to go for it. Straight up War Stomp on top of the Beastmaster.
Arteezy's here, however, ready to fight the damage into the Doombringer. Glimpse.
I was going to say they could probably still defend that safe lane tower, and it looks like they are going to try and
The
mount some
Courier just
pressure
brought
here.
it in. He can TP in 3 seconds time. The Doom is out. It's over on the Terrorblade. Glimpse back into the fight. This is really problematic for Arteezy. No way to really get out of it either. Even with a great stomp from Crit catching 3 heroes. Like, can Pasha stand toe-to-toe with Arteezy? Okay, he's not toe-to-toe. He has the Tinker. The Doom got up before Arteezy could follow in, and with the Hoof Stomp, there's no way to run away. In fact, he just walks around to attack Pasha once. Do some level of damage. Meanwhile, up on top, Sumail gets the Roar. The ET Splitter will make it hard for Solo to get away, but the Song of the Siren, potential reset. DK is right around the corner, and he'll attack in, killing off Solo with the Dragon Tail stun. Naga won't do much more, but with Ramses burning the Exorcism.
And they went for a Smoke King, but the problem was they didn't get it immediately, and then they tried to just force it.
Does he have the damage for this? He needs a little bit more help. Sumail's coming in. He's got the level 1 Necro books ready to go. They're going to focus on the Death Prophet. That Exorcism is about to wear out. He's about to get a lot more life back into him. Yep, here come the spirits. Sumail still wants to fight. The Necro books are down. It's a good silence, but here comes Tinker as well. Everyone's arriving. The Storm from Crit, not effective because Ramses dodged it with the Yule Scepter. Dragon Knight will get ensnared and brought down. Beastmaster is about to join him. The Glimpse, dragging Crit back. Beastmaster's TP will be successful, and now Crit will attempt the same thing. There's no cancellation. The Yule Scepter's not there.
Through the tier 1 and tier 2 with their smoke, but the Naga Siren smoke pops, so EG actually know about this.
Pasha also breaks the smoke of evil geniuses, so yeah. His attempted gank gone wrong. So they Spirit out, Song of the Siren. To the front lines, ET's keeping his distance, and that Spirit, he's going to look for a good stomp timing right on top of Pasha, but the Storm Wall is right on point. Arteezy, he can't even sunder, doesn't have the time. Fiend's Grip is over on Pasha. He'll Hoof Stomp up, but will still go down underneath this tier 1 tower. EG are fighting with the numbers, making it difficult for Virtus Pro to get the upper hand. Roger wants to, Misery wants to come back in, and there's the Nightmare. Chain it off, and then the wall. Contain evil geniuses on their side of the map. while VP attack from the north, east, and south. And goodbye, Glimpse.
Dragon Knight tanky enough, he could definitely live through this one, but maybe the Naga Siren quite low. The Necronomicon minions not going to be able to catch up though.
Pledge Terrorblade in the late game. Glimpse, Samael's in trouble. In fact, Samael, Misery, wants to help him. A quick Nightmare will buy some time. The Necro Books at least got off, allowing the Dragon Tail stun and the Fiend Strip. No! Roger! He'll get the Song of the Siren off. 3 caught out. Crib wants to help out with an Echo Stomp, but can it actually do enough? The lasers bouncing through them all underneath the tower. Arteezy sunders onto Ramses. He has enough life to stand his ground. That BKB timing is huge. Ramses caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Samael is there to help get the kill. Remember, they'll have to do it again. The Aegis the Immortal will give him a second life. Crit comes in for the stomp. Pasha, he's jumped in for his own stomp. The Roar is on Death Prophet. They have to hold her in position as the spill damage goes out, killing Ramses, lowering Pasha, but no one jumps inside the base.
No, it's a machine!
Triple kill for him. He'll go for more. Rearm and pop won't happen, but 3 heroes, yeah, well, Fear's gonna fall. An ultra kill for the Tinker01.
The timing of your BKBs are also critically important for EG.
Lincoln's is already cracked on the Death Prophet. Fear jumps in with the Fiend's Grip. They want to kill him off. Can they actually bring down this Death Prophet with the ET Splitter? It won't happen. Defensive Fuel Scepter up in the Song of the Siren, actually cancelling off a lot of the damage of the Exorcism, now allowing Fear to try and turn and fight. She's already been triggered. Terrorblade needs to swap his life. He's still silenced. Where is that Sunder? It doesn't come. Arteezy is down for a full minute without buyback, and EG on the retreat back to their tier 4 towers, but they want to go deeper. Ramses aggressive, blinking forward. Samael dropping down low. The ET once again just cannot stop enough. The VP are on a rampage, almost under the fountain, hunting these kills of evil geniuses, and the Storm is down again with the laser. They can't attack, they can't fight back. All they can do is
Crit's
die, evil geniuses. There's just buybacks galore. Crit can do some work right now. Need a jump. Solo is close. That smoke, which one's gonna break first? EG, now the smoke will break. They jump in deep, and Arteezy straight up BKB. The Song of the Siren actually isolated Solo so they can keep fighting. Ramses next target inside the base, but with the BKBs wearing off, where do you go next? The lasers from Tinker, this will cause problems. The Doombringer stands his ground against Crit. Arteezy still wants something to fight, but he keeps getting lasered. Silenced up again. No more Sunder, no more Artur, and they'll go for even more with the DK down. He was doomed up. Nothing could be done. Too many heroes for EG are on the sideline, and this just may be the game. This may be Virtus.pro's victory and ticket into the semi-final, as down goes all of EG, and GG indeed. Virtus.pro have done it 2-1 against Evil Geniuses.
They finally get that monkey off their back and beat Evil Geniuses.
It only took 4 years.
I thought they were going to do it again, Ting. Instead, they do it here.